I'm Emily Solomon. Rom-coms are ruining romance. That is the name I decided to give this TED Talk after all. You might be wondering why, what, and is she really that bored and alone to be complaining about rom-coms? Well, I will indeed answer all those questions for you. Just sit down, snuggle up, and open up your minds and put your love for rom-coms aside, so I can hopefully change your perspective on a movie genre we watch as a society and think nothing of. Rom-coms are not your love story of Romeo and Juliet, or as simple as you think. Before I blow your mind, I should give you a little personal story. Once upon a time, on a beautiful, dreadful, rainy day, I was sitting on the couch with my jobless 22-year-old sister, like you do when you're too lazy to fight responsibilities. My sister watched a lot of TV and YouTube at the time, and decided she wanted to show me this channel called Pop Culture Detective. He's a YouTuber that twists pop culture media and has amazing videos and visuals. She decided to scroll down and show me this video called Stalking for Love. I was confused. I asked her, "What is this about? Why are we watching this?" She then proceeded to roll her eyes and click on the video. Typical sister things. After a 24-minute video, I was shocked. How could we take romantic comedies so lighthearted? I was terrified. This is why society is so screwed up. Okay. I should probably take a deep breath. Jonathan McIntosh, who is known as a pop culture detective, says in the video Stalking for Love. Studies have also shown that watching media where stalkers are depicted as dangerous or terrifying has the opposite effect and can decrease people's belief and myths about romantic stalking. The quote got me thinking about romantic comedy tropes and how movies have psychologically wired us to think they're okay. In the video, he mentions multiple movies that uses this trope. He mentions movies such as Groundhog Day, Twilight, and most famously, The Notebook. The common theme in most of the movies in the video is the guy of the movie is led to rejection of the girl they are so-called in love with. He then proceeds to persist to break down her walls, persist to manipulate her to fall into his arms, and to fall in love with him. The Notebook is a little different, though. The Notebook is one of the most famously known rom-coms. Whether you've seen it, heard a little bit about it, or might just know the name, The Notebook is like a poisonous apple, like from Snow White, another lovely but bad movie. A poisonous apple is ripe, beautiful, and just looks like an ordinary, well-known fruit, but it's actually evil, as I said before, and poisonous. My friend, who I will not say her name, is called Amber today, watched The Notebook and told us how she hopelessly sobbed about it. I then decided to watch a snippet of it, and well, I didn't even shed a tear. I couldn't get over the scene where he tries to convince Allie, the main female character, to go on a date with him. Here I will show you a video of this dreadful scene.
A romantic gesture.
Why will you go out with me?
What? No!
Alright, well, you leave me no other choice then.
Oh my god. Ryan Gosling's character not only refuses to take no for an answer,
I'm gonna ask you one more time.
he threatens to kill himself if his...
So, any sane person can see this is very wrong. Very wrong. Even more wrong than pouring milk before your cereal. He threatens to kill himself if she did not completely disregard this man she's on a date with and say yes to go on a date with him. He even says, "I'm slipping," to try to make her answer quicker. How do we completely disregard a scene like this and proceed to cry over this movie? Like, geez, Amber, it's just wrong. He proceeds to obsess about her, fight with her, and once again persist over and over again. So why? Why do you think it's cute? I believe a part of it is plain naivety from the audience. But I believe the directors do a little more than just rely on the audience to fall in the film's grasp and to lock them in unrealistic expectations. It's also the filmmaker's manipulation. Without good audience reactions and engagement, no money is made. So how? How do you control us? In a short video made by Braincraft, another YouTube channel, they state, in one study, participants watched 30 minutes of the good, the bad, and the ugly in an fMRI machine, so their brain activity was being monitored. 45% of their cortex was active, showing the engagement throughout the scene. This video talks about a science called neurocinema. It is the study of how film can control our brains. The goal of the director is to engage our brains. Some of the ways they do this is by having good aesthetic, appealing characters, and even adding that fright and funny factor. And what's more scary than watching an attractive man threaten to kill himself, or take pictures of a girl, or even have a psycho ex chase after their perfect ex around hopelessly, all in the name of love? I believe that the reason Stalking for Love tropes are so popular in romantic comedies is because it's almost eerie feel to it. Feel that gives you goosebumps. A guy is stalking a girl and she doesn't know it, but we do. We know something the characters don't, But we think it's okay because we know she loves him because it's a romantic comedy. They have to end up together because everything's okay in the name of love. Movies typically oversimplify love and make it almost a social norm. Oversimplify love and make that a social norm. In the article, there's terrible news for all your suckers who like rom-coms, written by Nicholas D. DeMozo. It states Barger and Holmes, PhD, led a team of researchers in Anna's like 40 romantic comedies, while also having more than 100 participants watch Serendipity, while other 100 people watch David Lynch drama. Based on the survey responses for ideas, he got ideas like Fate and Destiny. The experiments basically asked participants to tell the researchers how they feel watching these movies, and a big theme throughout it. The answer was the simple answers of it being fate and destiny, words often protected by love. Serendipity is a 2001 romantic comedy where two lovers, John and Kate, both happen to be buying the same item for their significant other. The next thing they know is they ask each other out and they go on an expensive dessert spree. John tries to get Kate's number, but she denies it like a loyal girlfriend. Just like any other movie, they're destined to meet again. Once they do, John is flirting with her. They proceed to go ice skating together like you do when you have significant others waiting at home. For the rest of the movie, they rely on fate to tell them if they're in love with each other. They both get engaged to their significant others, but immediately dump them because they realize they're destined to be together, all because of a dollar with his name on it ended up in her wallet. Imagine getting dumped after you proposed to someone you loved, all because fate wasn't on your side. That's terrible, and the worst part is, people love this movie, and they find it a perfect depiction of love, and completely justifies the actions of the two main characters. Again, all in the name of love. Cheating is okay if it was meant to be. So many romantic comedies have come out that oversimplifying love and how completely effortless it should be. Love is something that builds over time. It has layers within it. It takes effort from both parties, and the fact that today's image of love is ruined by attractive actors/actresses portraying unappealing and unrealistic characters, all for the sake of making money for a movie. Modern romantic comedies have explored and taught more than most past rom-coms have. They still oversimplify and have unrealistic tropes and characters. Movies like The Fault in Our Stars, Love, Simon, and Crazy Rich Asians are romantic comedies out of the normal and made such amazing movies with light-hearted and some out of the ordinary plots. But they took race, sexuality, and illness to a much different level. If you should take anything from its talk, it's that movies is one of the most influential pieces of media today. They have role models that star in them. They tell iconic stories that can make us feel so many ways. We should take the power of movies and the genre of romantic comedies and bring some realness into it. Romantic comedies can promote every type of love with every type of person. Realistic love that's taken down by hate, race, illness, and distance. There's no reason every rom-com needs to have the same plot with making one gender look like the bad guy. It should be teaching us real love and romance it with lightheartedness of comedy every once in a while. It's not easy to write a successful romantic movie and still engage everyone they can. But if a director and the writers take their time to make funny but serious and real love stories, I honestly believe we could change the future of love. Directors should not stop being imaginative and think outside the box. They can do wild plots if that's what they want. But the core of the movie should be real love. Movies have impact. They should teach us and rekindle the love we so need today. When real love is taught, hate will be put to mute. Thank you.